up, guys? It's your boy Alex, and welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel. And we're back with another reaction video once again. Today marks a very, very sad day today. And you're also probably wondering why I'm in my sweatshirt, more specifically a Organization 13 sweatshirt. Well, today does mark a special Disney-related reaction video. Reason being I'm in a sweatshirt is because, well, it's 36 degrees today, so it is very cold outside, and yeah, this October's really starting off really, really pleasant, and just very, very cold, so it's going to be very hard for kids to trick-or-treat outside when it's almost ice cold outside. Anyway, specifically why this is a Disney-related reaction video today. Sad news to tell if no one has actually heard. We sadly lost another life this year. That being Angela Lansbury, who has died at the age of 96 this year. And if you don't know who that is, she's actually the voice of Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. Not the remake of Beauty and the Beast, but the original animated one, basically. And, yeah. It's just really sad because we've basically lost a lot of talented, people this year and the year prior. This is basically, I think I've also mentioned this about 2021. Specifically this year, 2022, I personally named it the year of death and destruction, basically, because we've had, a lot of destruction this year, a lot of people passing away, sadly. Queen Elizabeth recently passed away, too, which is even more sucky. Because she was a very loving queen of England, basically. So, yeah, it's just really sad. But hopefully this special, memoriam to Angela Lansbury will help, lift the spirits of you all today. So, there is that. So for today's reaction video, we're actually taking a look at a channel I haven't watched since my old channel. And I think I only did maybe, one video of his on my channel. That, of course, being CinemaSins. And surprisingly, we are taking a look at his video, Everything Wrong with Beauty and the Beast from 1991. And this is actually talking about the animated Disney movie. And actually, he did do one on the 2017 live-action remake that came out. And if you guys want me to do a reaction to that, let me know in the comment section down below right now. Or if you guys want me to do any other CinemaSin videos, let me know also in the comment section down below. But I'm not going to make this intro go too long. Let's honor Angela Lansbury in her final moments as we take a look at today's video. You know, honestly, I don't know why they would think there's flaws in this. But I guess there are certain Disney movies that would have flaws in them. Hey, if there are flaws in this, it's still a good movie, honestly. Personally, in my opinion. And honestly, look at that font work. Look how amazing that is. Anyway, let's actually just get this started and, just honor Miss Lansbury as best we can. So, without further ado, let's take a look at Everything Wrong with Beauty and the Beast, 1991. So, start the video in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And hopefully we can get this started, pretty quickly, because I will be gone with my family in about 2 days. Or actually, tomorrow we'll be leaving after work. I'm also going to be turning the volume up so it's,
but if
all the way.
I told you that 48 seconds of Disney logos were too freaking many seconds. Even back
I actually didn't know they re-released this with the new Disney logo. Oh, it's a special edition.
The original version that made it not special enough for me as a kid.
Okay.
I feel like my whole youth is in question here.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land.
The once upon a time cliche has been a cliche since the 1400s, which means even Hans f***ing Christian Andersen was probably tired of writing that bullshit in the 19th century. Also narration.
Although he had everything his heart desired, the prince was spoiled, selfish, and unkind.
Yeah, but his family motto is literally a Latin maxim that translates to he conquers.
I actually never noticed that.
Against becoming selfish and unkind. I'm not saying the prince should be perfect.
Interesting.
But someone be constantly reminding him about that. Also, Latin spoiler.
An old beggar woman came to the castle and offered him a single.
His pose is just ew, just get those roses away from me, lady. Gosh.
Why is the prince
so ugly?
I know for a fact he has 300 servants. Second, it's impressive that there's a stained glass portrait of every scene in this interaction with the old woman. Third, the background looks more like a thunderstorm than a snowstorm, so I'm immediately calling bullshit on the old woman's story. And gotta agree with Prince Teen Wolf on this one.
And as punishment, She transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle and all who lived there.
Damn, we know the prince is an asshole, but after turning away this flower-peddling woman once, she f***ed him up and his
That
entire
actually
staff,
also pretty much
potentially
shows
ever.
that
The real
he's
moral of this
grown
story
to
is unless
hate
you're
his
Joel
human
Kinnaman,
side
you
and
must
loves his
with an
beast side
enchantress.
more.
With a magic mirror as his only window to the outside world,
Except for, you know, all the windows.
was truly an enchanted rose, which
Yeah, you hate that love magic when it happens. Where you have to be a certain age and then you basically have to find someone that you love, but they have to love you back, or else you're basically going to be stuck as a giant, hulking monster for all your life. Well, I mean, then again, you wouldn't have to pay taxes if you were like a giant hulking monster, as he is. Or then again, with the timeline this movie's set in, they probably still don't have to pay taxes.
spell would be broken.
He's got to fall in love by the time he's 21? Jesus, even by fairy tale standards, that's pretty f***ing young. What if he wanted to backpack in Europe for a year?
I honestly
Volunteer
don't know
Greenpeace
if
before settling down?
Greenpeace would
He's
actually, like, keep him
He would be
around.
doomed to remain a beast.
You
for
never
all
know.
Time.
But it also sounds like the Enchantress made the prince immortal, so it's not that bad of a deal. With the way this chick goes around arbitrarily handing out punishments, it's pretty likely she also did this to a princess. So at some point, they would probably end up finding each other and living together forever as two pretty compatible immortal beasts, especially after Tinder is invented. I know Belle's dad is a crackpot inventor, but those gears should not be turning the way they're turning.
It's basically,
Disney
one
animation
gear is
survived by
basically
some sort of
turning the other
practical
way,
physics.
and the other
Also,
one
if
is
the wind
turning the
blowing
right
up,
way
the steering
as
wheel will
the
be turning constantly.
windmill
Belle's
is
hair should be
going.
moving too.
Bonjour!
People speak mostly English to each other, except for the French words.
I actually do like how the
They
one guy
American.
says it in the
They
remake.
don't even know they're a bookseller.
Bonjour!
It's the only sign in English.
I'll borrow this one.
Yeah, but this is a bookseller, Belle, not a goddamn library.
Technically a oh gosh, I forgot that happened. But yeah, technically a bookseller
Sounds a great
would
shot, but he's hunting
run
right in the middle of a
technically
fucking
a
town.
library
How are you
since
supposed
they're
to do
trying
that in
to
the woods?
sell their
Marjan is
books.
French for money, but this shop seems to specialize in cookware, so it must be one of those punny shops. That means our cookware is so money and we don't even know it. Geez, I don't know what Belle's complaining so much about. This town has a farmer's market that would make a hipster cream in his pants. Sure,
It's also a
most of
pretty
them are busy
lively
scenes, but
place
someone
to
sure
live
needs tell
in.
Belle she's about to walk out of the movie into a Monet painting.
How can you read this? There's no pictures.
Actually, there's at least one picture of the time where the
Yeah,
hero
that
was
also
Prince
shows
Charming.
how
Underwear.
stupid
Disney
Gaston
continues its
is.
tradition of mostly sentient but still not quite talking horses. How far out does the Enchantress's curse go from the castle? Is this also cursed land? And did she consult the town
Or
records to
maybe
make
the
sure she
wolves
stayed within
just
the property lines?
took over the
Maurice didn't notice this
woods
enormous
part
gate,
of where
and
the
immense
castle is at?
behind the
I'm
gate
not
until
entirely
just now.
sure.
The beast has been secretly beasting for 10 years, but Maurice is somehow unaware of this very nearby castle. Also, it's super weird that the villagers wouldn't be at all disturbed.
Can't deny how
that the
impressive
prince
it
of the
looks.
nearby castle hasn't been seen or heard from in years. And even if this prince is habitually reclusive, you'd think that someone would know one of the 300 live-in servants. And wonder
I'm
where they are,
cold,
right?
and there are
Right?
wolves after me.
No, not the master's chair.
At this point, Lumiere is just being a world-class troll. Even if Beast were fine with taking this dude in for the night, why would you let him sit in his favorite chair?
His mustache tickles, Mama.
I'll just sit in this for something we shouldn't be hearing from a childlike character and quietly move on. Also, where the hell did Chip come from? If they've all been enchanted for 10 years, we have two options. One, Mrs. Potts, as a teapot, gave birth to a cup. Or two, the Beast is the only person in the castle.
Okay, even if he did it as a joke, he knows that these inanimate objects were actually people once. And yeah, it was a kid that got turned into a cup with a chip in it. Also, hence the name Chip. Yeah, Disney puns, they're fun. But yeah, even for like a joke, come on, man. Couldn't come up with a better joke than that. Then again, he still is funny in all the videos that he has done. I haven't watched most of them, but gosh, I hate that when it also burns my nose.
In the castle, allowed to age.
The feeling when you have to
Strange
sneeze
man
and then it
from
just
a child's
goes
head.
away. That sucks. Oh, well, that just popped up. Yep, hit
Did these
the
assholes
thing
think
with
would
my
happen?
foot,
Has
so I
anyone
don't know why I
told
did
the Beast
that.
Pleasantly welcomed a guest.
I'll give you a place to stay.
The erstwhile prince didn't even let the enchantress through the door, but rather than kicking Maurice...
Ooh, look at that shot, he was about to eat him.
I guess in case Maurice is a fairy tale botanist, Belle's father
And
was
again,
likely
it would have been the
very
first
lucky
time that
this
Disney did
contraption instead of
Vor
normal
in the
people,
first place.
even though it functions exactly
That
like normal
shot.
people.
This is the day your dreams
He's
come
eyes so
true.
big,
What do
too.
you know about my dreams, Gaston?
I would send this cartoonish, blatant stalking behavior, but I'm more concerned about that giant f***ing pot in the fireplace. Holy
Pretty
how
sure
did they
that's
clean that thing?
either a chamber pot or a cauldron.
This This is clearly what Belle wants, but is later happy to be sequestered.
Yeah,
in
she
her
pretty
palace
much
with
is
the
just like every other Disney princess in this era, wanting more in her
into
life.
the castle, since he freaked out at the cliff and Maurice had to go the rest of the way on foot. But he brings Belle right to the gates on this go-round. Also, Philippe
But
would
yet
have no
the
idea
horse
Maurice
still
went into the
somehow
castle.
knew
He
how
could
to
be
get
hiding
to
in
the
leaves or
castle.
Mud, Peta style, anywhere in the woods. Also, good thing the wolves decided to stop wolfing while Belle was looking for her pops. If it's this goddamn easy to open this gate, why are these grounds not covered in wolves? Lumiere leads Belle to her father, instead of maybe introducing her to the beast. I mean, it eventually works out that she trades herself for him, but is Lumiere counting on that? And if so, that's a diabolical fucking candlestick right there.
I want you to leave this place.
Who's done this to you?
No time to explain.
Actually, there's just enough time to say a big enchanted beast man did this to me, and that's why you need to leave.
Take him to the village.
Since we later see Chip tag along with Belle back to the village, we know the objects are free to go wherever they want while in
Or
magical
more or
form.
less,
So
he
why
just
haven't they been searching for
also
some help in breaking the
lets
curse for the
them
last 10
go
years?
anywhere,
This is something
but
the movie could have found time
then
to
again
tell us about,
probably
instead of showing
doesn't.
Lumiere tried to seduce a feather duster.
I'm especially good at
Expectorating.
Gaston may not be able to read,
10
but
points
he
for
knows the word
Gaston.
expectorating.
I use antlers in all of my
Gaston's
Decorating.
got an impressive
I
array
can't
of
help
heads
it.
of wild boars,
I
elves,
love the
and
songs in
bears.
this
So why
movie,
did he go to the
especially
trouble
the
of
villain
robbing
song
a
for
rabbit and
Gaston.
an owl?
He's a stupid villain, but I love his song.
Will no one help me?
Maurice tries exactly one place to find help for Belle, then immediately gives up.
I thought you might like a spot of tea.
Angela Lansbury isn't solving crimes in Cabot Cove in this scene.
Careful.
The sentient wardrobe has been in the room the entire time, watching Belle cry, but cheerfully announces herself here. Isn't that creepier than, like, just
Or
clearing
she was
your
just
throat while she's bawling her
standing
eyes
off
out?
to the
Sugar Brown
side.
and Creamer don't have faces. Were they inanimate objects that were enchanted to life? Or maybe humans that died while they were
Or then again,
objects
they
and
are
now
pretty
stuck
much
in a
just
hellish purgatory of
inanimate
force and
objects that
servitude?
did come to
That was
life.
the
They
very
probably were
brave
not
thing you did,
human.
my dear.
We all think so.
I can buy that Mrs. Potts has heard the gossip about Belle's bargain for her dad, but how the hell did the wardrobe find out about it, since she's been stuck in the bedroom this whole time?
We'll be human again by midnight.
Oh, it's not that easy, Lumiere. These things take time.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 days at most.
If she doesn't eat with me, then she doesn't eat at all.
After being spurned at the dinner table, Beast decides to give Belle a good old-fashioned code red.
Show me.
Oh, come on, Beast. Don't act like that all the time. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, now my vent turns off. Right as soon as I start this. But yeah, don't be like that, bud. You just gotta lose the temper and, I don't know, maybe get rid of the wolves that are guarding your place so people won't have to, like, run away from it. Also, maybe, I don't know, maybe just, like, move your castle off the mountain so people can come visit you and then you can find someone to love. You know, that kind of thing. Invite people instead of having your castle up on a mountain where it's hard to get to. I don't know, maybe contact the homeowners association to get you a new house. Or at least I think that's what they do. I honestly have no idea. I don't like study for homeowners association stuff or whatever.
Dramatic flower
And this
wedding is
pops up
dramatically
again.
Oh,
So give me a second.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Attempted forcible candlesticking. Lumiere cordially gives
Yeah.
Belle a third-degree burn.
She's not a prisoner. She's our guest.
She's literally a prisoner. By all means, feed her well, but she's a f***ing prisoner. Okay, the curse
Also,
of the
I don't even
Enchantress
think the
turned
Beast
all the
says
staff
the
into
word
fur-turning
prisoner
princesses.
at
A
all.
lot of individual plays
Belle is the
and
one
such.
that actually
Maybe
says
all
it.
of them were previously human? If so, that's an enormous staff, even for a large castle. And if not, what happens to the animate dinnerware when the curse is lifted? Is this table a human? I have so many questions. Based on the clothing, firearms, and steam engine technology, this movie takes place sometime in mid to late 18th century. But the Eiffel Tower wasn't constructed until about 100 years later in 1887.
Beef ragout, cheese souffle, pie and
All that looks really good.
If they have this amount of fresh food, it means that either one of the magical creatures regularly goes to the village market, or there's a poor bastard delivery man who's seen some weird shit at this castle.
10 years we've been rusting.
Hang on, 10 years? And the prince had until his 21st birthday to find love? So he has to still be 20. This means the enchantress cursed a fucking 10-year-old for being mean to her. Also,
Yeah,
I'm not
that
saying
is
excuses him for being a kidnapping
kinda
temptress.
questionable
He
a little
clearly had
bit.
3 positive role models in his life. Just a horny candle, a Glock who won't disagree with him, and a teapot who ignores 19 of her 20 children. We interrupt this fantastic musical number to briefly bring you a screensaver from Windows 3.0.
Wow.
This song is just one of the greatest Disney musical numbers.
You also
of all time.
can't deny
Prince
that the
smiling so
animation
lightly,
is
I must
beautiful.
remove 3 sins. Although this song is responsible for Disney World's annoying ad campaign that's constantly run over the following several decades, so I'll add one back. Hey, sinner's got a sin, yo.
Oh, I couldn't possibly
Okay,
go
yeah.
to bed now.
You always got to
Especially
keep the count
considering she's
going
had,
up.
like 3 bites from that entire fucking meal.
What's up there?
Where? There? Oh, nothing. Absolutely nothing of interest at all in the West Wing.
Can't Cogsworth and Lumiere just say, hey, Beastie's up there, and you probably don't want to disturb him? Damn,
yeah,
Beast Charles
true.
Foster caned the out of this room.
Promise or no promise, I can't stay here another minute.
Well, couldn't she have done this from the get-go? If she doesn't give a shit about the promise, and it's easy to just walk the hell out the front door, what took her so long? Wait, Philippe, the horse
Also,
has
if his
been
fire
secretly
goes out,
outside
wouldn't
the
that
castle this whole time.
technically
Blizzard,
kill
I don't care
him?
how fantastically animated your fantastically animated movie is, Disney. There is no f***ing way Bella...
Hey, she's a strong female character. She'd be able to lift him up.
You shouldn't have been in the West Wing.
Well, you should learn to control your temper.
Oh, look, they're angrily shouting. That must mean they're falling in love.
I've never felt
More or
this
less
way about
that they're just
anyone.
arguing, not really
Belle got to the
following
castle
him,
yesterday
or
to
falling
rescue
in love,
Maurice, had
basically.
dinner, attempted escape, got rescued, and bandaged old Beastie last night. So Beast has literally fallen in love in less than 24 hours. Sounds more like lust or infatuation to me. And the Rose should disallow this bullshit. Also, since Beast hit puberty, the only females he's been around are a teapot, a feather duster, and a wardrobe.
Not entirely
Glad he
sure,
never felt
but,
this way
you
before.
know.
Also, I guess it's helpful that the first female to show up at his coast castle in 10 years is the hottest girl in the village, am I right?
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many books in all my life.
Yeah, but I hope you're not interested in anything on the top few rows, since those are f***ing impossible to reach. Beast goes from filthy to fresh, then back to filthy in less than 10 seconds flat.
And now
Okay, I
this
can kind of understand that. That's a
so
weird
unsure.
animation cut they put in
I
there.
wonder why I didn't see it there before.
I'm gonna go with probably because he imprisoned my father, then traded my father's life for mine, then was consistently emotionally abusive to me during the first day I knew it.
There may be something there.
Okay, you can't deny that shading right there. Like, look how beautiful that is. And you can't deny Angela Lansbury's, like, singing voice. It's really, really beautiful. And the vent comes back on. I figured as much since the air keeps changing. But yeah, Miss Lansbury, you honestly, you will be missed in this world. Because you had an amazing singing voice and you played an amazing character, too.
What's there, Mama?
I'll tell you when you're older.
But
I
couldn't
don't
Mrs.
know what
Potts
to
just
tell
tell
you guys.
Trixie
I don't know
maybe
how to
falling
deal
in
with
love?
my
I don't think they
vent
have to be
because
of a
it
certain
keeps doing
age
that
to
when
be
the
able to handle that
temperature
information,
changes.
Unless she's insinuating that they might bone later tonight, which I guess is an alarming possibility.
When I'm human again, only human again.
Special
Oh, yeah, I
edition
think the
includes a
special
song
edition
that's a
did
little
add,
more
like, a
human
new
than the man
song.
intended. I know they're psyched about the possible love connection, but making a big deal about how the bed looks is a little presumptuous, eh? Unnecessary musical number is secretly just an excuse to do a Fantasia callback, but didn't remind viewers to go ahead and drug up before
I didn't even know this was referencing Fantasia. Is it because the inanimate
Angela
brooms?
Lansbury does a terrible Celine Dion impression. Also, what about this story is as old as time? Imprisoning your
This honestly,
potential mate,
it's one of the most
threatening her,
beautiful songs
cutting her
in
off
the
from her
movie.
family? If that's the case, I'm gonna have to rethink my wedding vows. Jesus, this shot is amazing. It's like a great camera technique.
This is
for
like
an
a
actual
full
movie. And this
3D
animated
rendering they
from
did mixed with
1991.
animation.
Bring those ends off before I get too excited.
And yeah, it was back in 1991, so it's crazy.
That's it then. That should break the spell.
But it's not enough. She has to love him in return.
How the hell does Lumiere not know this by now? Wasn't he listening to the narration at the beginning of the movie?
It's
Oh yeah,
all
it
right,
pretty much
Pop.
just
I'm home.
skipped over the whole moment where she was going back to her father to make sure he was okay. They were about to put him in an insane
Then
asylum.
he's responsible for the eventual imprisonment of Belle. During the moment Belle could find true happiness with Beast, she witnesses his epic fail at trying to get back to the castle. And his erratic behavior is the catalyst to Gaston's plan to marry Belle. Why
He
do
pretty
we like
much
this
just
character
also
again? Is it because of the
sacrificed
mustache?
himself
It is
to
the
for his
mustache.
daughter.
Come to collect your father.
My father?
Don't worry,
Jeez.
mademoiselle.
Did Gaston pay off the whole town?
Yeah,
Or
this
did
is
it
pretty much the
secretly
after
form a
effects of
mob,
Frollo
chuckling
after he pretty
into
much
the
died in
I
Hunchback.
say we kill the beast.
These villagers were literally just mocking the idea that Beast existed, but are now all jazzed up to go kill him. I guess they already had the torches and the pitchforks, so might as well add a murder into the schedule.
The beast will make off with your children.
Why the hell did the villagers bring their kids to come see Maurice committed? Wait, it took Maurice almost the whole day to get to the Enchanted Woods, and that was on
So
horseback?
it's pretty much
This
actually
village
just
lord can make it up there within minutes
right
before
outside the
torches go.
village.
What should we do?
At least that's what the different animation, like, pics are telling
Pessimistic
us.
beasts and where to find them. Chip, a teacup that has the brain of a child and no appendages whatsoever, is able to get this contraption working.
He's pretty smart, though.
Thankfully, the horrific mutilation of this man's face occurs off
That won't stop people from turning this into a horror movie, though.
Feather duster.
Yeah,
This is
especially
sick
that.
bastards working for them, and I don't just mean Michael Eisner.
No! Gaston, don't!
Gaston just happened to satisfy his killing boner within full view of Belle. Can we just pick a fucking size for Beast? He looked almost human size when he was dancing with Belle, but here he's got enormous neck and back
It's
muscles
different
that make
angles when he's on all fours.
Back.
Yeah, but only to warn you about the unhinged mob about to attack the castle. I'm pretty sure unless you somehow turn into a prince or something, she's probably gonna head back to the village now. No one lies like Gaston. No
You
one
really
lies
had
like
to,
Gaston,
didn't you?
Can exemplify boneheaded dicks like Gaston.
Give him credit.
Spirit Fingers. The Disney-ized reverse
Spirit
transformation
Fingers.
is basically a diet American werewolf in London.
It's an amazing
Looks better than
transformation,
James the
though.
Beast, but that's the prince. I mean, I
That
know he's rich,
face,
he loves
though,
it,
looks
but
very, very
the animators blew
awkward.
their beauty budget on Belle.
Belle, it's me.
Belle seems like she doesn't believe this dude is the Beast, even though he transformed right before her very eyes. Why the hell did the rest of the curse take so long to reverse? The prince was transformed for over a minute before the magic fireworks went off. Did it have to wait until they kissed to make sure it was true love? And if so, what would have happened if they just held hands instead? The same outfit fits the
Pretty
prince.
much the duality
Well,
of good
he's
and
prince
evil
size
with
now,
that,
beast
with the
size.
castle
This may be also the
transformation,
perspective so much that
transforming
this could all
there.
be playing out in a
I
miniature
can't even
dollhouse,
talk
so nobody
today.
be surprised.
L'amour.
Man, you do not
Yep.
want to be on the receiving end of a Lumiere climax after he's been pent up for 10 years. The animators got through that last joke about Chip sleeping in the cupboard and must have left the rest of the work to a drunken third grader. In case you missed literally the last...
I actually didn't know Alan Menken wrote the songs for these. Good job, man. 101.
Oh, no.
Ah. Well, there you go, guys. That was my reaction to Cinema Sins, Everything Wrong with Beauty and the Beast from 1991. And yeah, there are some things there that don't make sense in the movie and kind of little hiccups there, I guess. But hey, it's still one of the best Disney movies that we've seen. And it's honestly, it's the best way we could honor like Angela Lansbury for passing away, sadly. Rest in peace, Miss Lansbury. Hopefully you're up there with, Chadwick Boseman singing songs all the time because you two honestly deserve to sing songs together. Yeah, again, this year has just been really, really bad with, like, losing a lot of people. So, yeah, rest in peace to her. She had an amazing singing voice, and she gave birth to one of the best characters ever in a Disney animated film. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. Bye-bye!